going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Horror Movie Review with Daniel Richardson. And yes, I got a quick announcement to make before we get started on today's show. So we're going to be making some changes coming up to the TPS YouTube channel. As many of you may know, I've mentioned it in the past, we are expecting our very first son coming up. And so, you know, I'm a first-time father. I have no idea what to expect from this. And so, you know, we just know we got to start, you know, trimming out some of these extracurricular activities, such as making videos. We're still going to try to make, you know, a few videos here and there. And, of course, we're still making shorts and other features at TPS as well. So we got to put something on the back burner. So obviously it's going to be the kid. I'm joking. No, we're going to, you know, cut back here at, you know, the YouTube channel. So for next month or so, we're probably going to be taking, like, you know, a week off here, a week off there. And then I think after Adrian's born, we're going to go ahead and probably, instead of having, because I mean, right now we're doing like 4 videos a weekend, 5 when we do the TPS talk. And so we're going to space them out and just try to drop maybe a video or 2 every week instead of, you know, the regular. So basically what we'll try to do is, you know, once a month we'll try to drop a horror movie review. Because I don't know what my schedule's going to be like with a kid too, because I mean, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of late nights staying up. I don't know how much movie watching we'll be able to squeeze in there, so we'll see. We'll wait and see what it looks like. But, you know, the horror movie review, we'll do that about once a month as well with TPS TV. Journey Through Dark Side will be the same way, but the only difference with that one is that's one that, like, for the rest of these, the rest of the month and going into November, we're going to go ahead and show all those episodes because those were all taped in advance. Like, me and Simon, we get together and, you know, do them all in bulk. And so, and then we take, you know, a few months. Like, we have those, like, kind of set in seasons. And so we weren't planning on doing that until next year anyways, or bringing back the next season after we get done with this season. It'll probably just be a shorter season, and it'll probably, you know, kind of follow the same thing. Instead of doing multiple episodes, let's do 1 episode a month kind of thing, much in line with these. Shutter Slaughterhouse, we're going to eventually, we're going to keep doing it. That's probably one I want to hang on to. The only difference will be I probably won't do as much per episode, because like right now I'm averaging about 4 movies an episode, 4 movies a week, and I just don't see myself doing 4 movies a week at all. So we'll scale it back a little bit, do like, you know, 1 movie a week, 2 movies a week, you know, possibly, but you know, we'll do that, and then eventually, you know, we'll see where it goes, and you know, we'll just kind of play it all by ear. And then the last thing will probably be the TPS talk. Now that was already a monthly podcast thing anyways, but you know, I just had to make a cut somewhere, and it seems like that's probably going to be the one I'm going to cut right there. So until further notice. Now once again, you know, I love having Kayla, Josh, and Jason over, you know, talking horror movies, but like I said, I just got to wait and see how this is going to play out. So yeah, this is the new TPS schedule for right now. So yeah, that's it. We'll get right into our regularly scheduled program, because tonight I'm going to be reviewing a badass fucking film. I'm talking about The Collection. Oh, before we get there, you know what we do on this show. We scrape the bottom of the barrel anymore for fucking news, because there ain't really news going around when the pandemic has the world in a death clutch. So we're going to start things off with WWE has announced that they have brought back Halloween Havoc. I just don't give a shit. It's not pay-per-view. It's not even a fucking takeover. It's not even a network special. It's fucking like a TV. It's a free TV special, whatever. I don't know. They did the same thing with, like, In Your House and I think Great American Bash recently. It's just like, who gives a shit? You guys suck. You're losing to AEW anyway, so you really think this is going to matter? So I don't know. I can care less, really. It's funny, because I mean, I just remember when WWF bought out WCW, like, you know, fucking 20 goddamn years ago, or almost 20 years ago, just thinking, like, you know, awesome, like they're going to be able to have the whole catalog, and we're going to get awesome WCW pay-per-view. Like, they only used, like, Great American Bash, and then they just quit, and then it was just like, what the fuck? And it's just like, that's the one you took, like, all of them. Of course, Vince is very patriotic, I guess, or he pretends to be, so it's like, of course, that's something you don't want to use it on a pig, but it's like, goddamn, fucking Halloween Havoc's my favorite. Like, hey, fucking Halloween. Are you kidding me? But no, we didn't get it. So they're dusting off for a crappy little TV special. I mean, I'm sure it's gonna pop a rating, but probably won't do much beyond that. Sorry, we went on pro wrestling there for a second. We'll go back. We'll go back to some horror. Actually, we won't. We're going into superhero stuff now. Sorry. Batman was pushed back a year. So it was like everything else. Like Jurassic World, I think, got pushed back, and Bond, and I don't know, a few other movies. It seemed like they pushed a ton of them back. It was just funny because they're just like, we're gonna put, and they even like pushed back like the restrictions on the Oscars. They're like, we're gonna let the Oscars, you know, movies that come out early 2021 will qualify for the 2020 Oscars, and it's just like, fuck off. And even that's just kind of like, yeah, it's probably not gonna happen now. It's just like, well, there you go. That's why you wear your mask, fuckers. That's why you wear your mask. So everything got pushed back. So this kind of sucks right there, but it is what it is. You know, we've been this long, can't last forever. Eventually, this thing's got to run its course, right? Like that's what I keep waiting on. You know, all these like rednecks are just like, I ain't gonna wear my mask. It's gonna run its course. I'm like, fine, let it run its course. Why has it not run its course yet? Jesus Christ! Like I'm not even religious, and isn't this God's way of just saying He's trying to kill some of the world off, like trying to kill the population? I'm just saying, if you believe in God, you gotta believe that this is His way of like, you know, He's done the floods. He keeps trying to hit people with hurricanes and fucking tsunamis, and He's just like, fuck, that's not doing a trick. Super flu, who knows? This will be the bite that gets me in trouble right here, but I don't give a shit. Anyways, PBS has got a new zombie documentary coming out called Exhumed: A History of Zombies. I love zombies. When it comes to documentaries, about horror movies, it's rare that like it's gonna be that eye opening. And I'll give you an example. They have the History of Horror on Shudder. It's fucking incredible, but it's like I didn't learn a goddamn thing from any of that. Like literally, it's like you know it. What was the other one they did in the '80s? Darkness, in Search of Darkness. Another thing, like same thing. It was just like it was not eye opening at all. It was just like you're watching a big recap. You're watching a 4-hour fucking recap, and it was a great 4-hour recap. Don't get me wrong, I loved it. It's insightful to hear what other people are saying, but it's just like I don't know. Watch a documentary to learn stuff, and this is just like, I know all this shit already, so I don't know. Probably won't check out Exhumed: A History of Zombies, but it's on PBS, or come to PBS. It's going to air the night before Halloween, I believe, so Friday night. So there's that. Tom DeLonge, I think I pronounced the last name. He's got an E on there, so I don't know if that E does anything to the rest of the name, but fucking former singer from Blink-182 turned into a UFO enthusiast. Like this guy literally has been like awarded stuff. Like I don't know how legit. I don't want to knock it, but I'm just saying like there's been like legit. Probably shouldn't use air quotes, but I am legit. Like UFO researching groups that have awarded him stuff. I believe in aliens, but it's just funny because it's like it's not considered real. I don't know. It's one of those funny things where it's just like I believe in UFOs, but for some reason when I hear other people say they believe in aliens and shit like that, I'm just kind of like, you're weird. You're a nutcase. But anyways, this dude's gonna go back to the arts. He's gonna direct. He's got a movie coming out called Monsters of California, and guess what? It's a sci-fi film. It's about aliens who land, I guess, in California. And that's the basic bare bones plot there. But I guess you find out it's less about the aliens and more about the human monsters in California. So there it is. I'm curious to see how he does. Who knows? He may surprise you. He may fucking surprise you. You don't know. So have to check it out. And then on Bloody Disgusting, they have a segment. I've actually covered it a couple times on here. I was finding it interesting. It's a segment called The Phantom Limb, and it's where they take a look back and they kind of look back at some like horror films that just never got made for whatever reason. And like ones that were like either about to be in production or they were at least written and just for whatever reason just never quite took off the ground. And they did an interview with this dude, and turned out he wrote, it's called Halloween: The Missing Years. It's supposed to be Halloween 9, or whatever you want to call it. I know the timeline fractured you up to then, but apparently it's supposed to take place. And I'm guessing he was keeping with the H2O Resurrection storyline, so he got rid of the Jamie Lloyd trilogy. But he was going 1, 2, H2O, and Resurrection. And he was wanting to do this as, well, what happened between 2 and H2O? Like, there's a big gap of fucking time there. And so he's wanting to do this kind of like prequel-esque type thing where, you see young Michael Myers in a asylum, and then he grows up, escapes, but then comes gets burnt in a hospital, brought back, and it's a pretty cool concept. I won't lie, I kind of like the idea of that. And he was it was all over the place. Like the way this interview was kind of laid out, it was jumping all over the place. I didn't really like. I need to see like the full transcript, like because here they were just jumping around. But at one point he was like, you have to connect part 3 to it too. I was like, that's something I want to see. Like they need to do like one movie and just get the rights from everybody, or at least get permission from everybody. But there's this movie where it's like some kind of like horror movie time jumper. And you realize that, Halloween, the timeline has been fractured so much. But they're all legit canon. It's just they're on separate timelines. And this guy is going to bring everything back to one. I would love to see something like that. And I know it's not really a horror film and people would probably shit on it. But it's like, fuck it. We need to get things back on track. Because I'm sorry. Fuck Halloween 2018. But anyway, so as I'm reading this article, I'm like, well, this seems kind of cool. And I was like, what this guy's done since then? Like, that didn't pan out, but did he eventually go on to work? And it turned out he did. He did the When a Stranger Calls remake. He wrote that, and I was like, that was dog shit. And then he wrote like one of the Cabin Fever sequels, which was also dog shit. And then he did Jacob Slider remake, which was dog shit. Like, it turns out this guy, I'm guessing. Now, I mean, maybe I thought maybe he's writing fucking gold and the directors are, fucking it up every single time. That's a good possibility, but I doubt it. So I'm just thinking, like, man, I don't know. Give your concept to someone else and let them work on it. Let someone else direct it. You stay away. I can't remember what was he did. He had like 6 movies out total, and like or one that he wrote. He directed 2, I think. And I never heard of either of those 2. Like those were small independent projects or whatever. But the 6 he did that I heard of, 5 or 6 that I seen. I was just like, man, these are all shit. Like, I don't know. Looks bad. Looks really bad. So this weekend, guys, we got another horror film coming out. It's called The Wolf of Snow Hollow. I'm done with my flipboard now. There it is. The Wolf of Snow Hollow, and basically the plot of it is, on this little mountain town, it's snowy. There is literally every full moon, people get killed. Bodies are piling up, and they're trying to figure out like what's going on. And so this cop, he's been sleep deprived. He's trying to raise his daughter and trying to solve this case. Is trying to put the clues together. However, he does not believe in werewolves. They don't exist. And I'm like, is he a werewolf? Like, is that going to be the twist at the end? Like he actually turns into a werewolf? It just feels like it is. It shouldn't be, and I hope it's not. But it just seems like are they doing that? Like, is that what they're trying to do here? I don't know. It has Robert Forster in it. I think, did he pass away? I think he may have passed away. Is he still alive? I hope he's still alive. I like Robert Forster. Well, the handful of things I've seen him in, I really like him in. But he's in Jackie Brown. You're in a QT movie. You got made for life in my book, so it's okay. But no, I don't know. I thought I heard he passed away. Maybe he's still alive. I don't know. But if he is, good for you. If not, I'm so sorry. But anyways, this movie, I don't know. It don't look bad, but it looks really cheap. And I don't know, they're going for like that horror comedy, I think, and it doesn't seem like the comedy really lands a whole lot. At least from the trailer. Now, once again, trailers can be dog shit, and it may turn out to be pretty decent. I watched a movie recently, The Beast of Bray Road, which came out like in early 2000s, like 2004, 2005, something like that. And it kind of reminded me of that visually, because it was a very cheap movie, but I really liked it. Like, I don't know, I walked away from that going, that's a thumbs up. Like, it's just the right amount of camp and comedy with good practical effects and, whatever. I don't know. I liked it, but this one, I don't know. This don't look that great. If you guys see it, let me know what you guys think. In the comment section down below. Fucking Wolf of Snow Mountain. Snow Hollow. Sorry, Snow Hollow. So, anyway, so we're moving right on to the horror villain battle royal. We're down to the final 3. We're down to Annabelle, The Thing, and Frankenstein's monster. These are like the toughest motherfuckers you got in this battle royal, and they're the last 3. And the votes are in. And I was shocked to see it because I figured just based on popularity alone, this thing would make it through, but it didn't. The Thing is out. The Thing is out. Oh my God, it was close. I won't say who it was close with. We'll, hopefully next week we'll see how it plays out. But The Thing must have got caught fire. They must have torch that motherfucker. So we're down to Annabelle and Frankenstein's monster. And we're going to do that a little bit differently this week. Normally I'm having you vote someone off. This time, vote for who you want to win. Who's going to win? Is Annabelle going to, retain her crown from the tournament she was in last time? Or is Frankenstein's monster going to rise up and, stuff this little doll? Hey, it's up to you. It's all your guys' tournament or your battle royal. Vote down below who you want to win, Annabelle or Frankenstein's monster. That's a movie or crossover that you see. All right, so we're going to move on now to the main event. We're going to talk about the film, The Collection. Sorry if I seem a little groggy tonight. On top of, last week we shot a music video. We shot some shorts for this for upcoming film, Copperville Chronicles, and then we also I've been editing Angel short, the Attacking Giant Ladybugs, and so we've been doing all this TPS stuff, and on top of the videos and everything. But then on top of that, like in my real life, like I wish I was just TPS guy full time, but I'm not. I work at a factory. And it's just been freaking insane. Like, my God. Like, I was pulled back in pretty early. And don't get me wrong, it was like crazy slow or anything like that. But it's just like, we were not affected by COVID. It doesn't feel like it anyways. Like, we're balls to the wall busy. But, like, no one wants to work. Like, everybody's enjoying the unemployment. And it's like, we got openings. Fucking come down and work. And nobody wants to come and work, it seems like. So it's just ridiculous. So, we're working a lot of overtime there. So if I seem kind of tired, I apologize. I just want to make sure I get this video out. I didn't want to delay it anymore. So anyways, yes, it seems like I'm a little tired. Not gonna lie, I'm fucking wore out. So anyways, The Collection. So, part 2 to The Collector. Arkin, played by Josh Stewart, was the guy who was collected in the last movie, and he escapes. But in escaping, turns out this other young girl gets taken. She had nothing. She's innocent and everything and all this. And so he must go back into this like twisted house of horrors and try to get her back out. So here's the funny thing about this movie. I remember like in the 2000, I guess at the end of the noughties, if that's what you could call it, and the early teens or tens, there was this article that was talking about the next. Was supposed to be the next wave of like slasher icons. And the list included Chrome Skull from Laid to Rest. Oh shit, what's his name from Hatchet? God damn it. I fucking love that movie. I'm blanking on the goddamn name. Anyways, Hatchet. Sorry. I'm sorry, Kane Hodder. I'm sorry, Adam Green. I love your movie. I'm blanking on the name. Anyways, Hatchet. Leslie Vernon, which only got one movie, unfortunately. Laid to Rest got 2, and Hatchet got 4 up to this point. Not during the article, but as a taping. And anyway, and then The Collector was the 4th one. And the video was talking about how, this is it. If the 80s had Myers, Freddy, and Jason, then these are the next wave. And it got me really excited because I was like, oh man, they're all independent, they're all kind of underground, but it's like, yeah, this is going to be the next big, whatever. And I didn't see all of these. I've only seen the first Hatchet. Actually, the first of all of them. I've seen the first Hatchet. I did recently watch the latest Hatchet. I know I shouldn't be jumping out, but I'm sorry I did. But the first Laid to Rest was fucking awesome. I liked it. I know some people hate it. I know from a technical standpoint, maybe it's not the greatest, and the acting, but it's a fun fucking slasher movie. It's bloody as fuck and violent as shit. I love it. Everything I want in a slasher movie, Laid to Rest delivered. And the fact that the dude's got a camera on him and everything was really kind of tying into the found footage era. It came during that time of found footage type stuff. And it's not a found footage movie. I like the tie-in there. I thought this was great. Leslie Vernon's just great meta as well, and I was depressed that it never got beyond what it had. But then The Collector. I didn't see The Collector at all. But I had a friend. I used to do another YouTube channel years ago during this time, and he was obsessed with The Collector. And he kept talking about The Collector, and I never saw it. And at that time, it was kind of hard to get a hold. It's actually kind of hard to get a hold of now. The first one, because it's just I don't know. I think it's out of print. I have my copy, so I'm okay with that. But anyways, Lionsgate released, and I think Lionsgate may release the first one, but for some reason it's just fucking hard to get a copy of that one. But the second one come out, the collection, and it hit theaters. And nothing really ever comes to my town. Like, we got a pretty small town here, so but it did come to a neighboring town. It's a college town. They get a little bit more, movies. And so, anyways, I was like, collection's coming. I gotta check it out. And oh my god, it was just from start to finish, fucking awesome. Like, it was just so badass. Like, everything about it. It's from the guys who wrote, I guess, like Saul's, I don't know, 2 through 10. I don't know. The middle bulk of the Saul movies. I'm joking. Like 3 to 6, I think is what they wrote. The Darren Lynn Bousman kind of era. And I think a lot of the same people kind of worked on this as well. If I'm not mistaken, I could be completely wrong on that. But anyways, and so I went to this one. I didn't know anything about the first movie at all. I didn't watch the first movie until a little bit later. But if you've seen the first one, the basic concept was there's a guy who sneaks into your house or wherever you work or whatever you're doing, and he'll just booby trap the shit out of it. And it's just like, they do get a bit ridiculous because you're just like, I know they're going for a jigsaw thing here, and I'll get to that in a second too. But it's like they're clearly going for like a jigsaw type thing. But it's like, this dude just like these traps are ridiculous. Like, it's just like, really, he set all this shit up, like, fuck. But he's not a cancer-ridden old man with some ex-junkie and a cop helping him out. It's like, this is like some badass Navy SEAL, Green Beret motherfucker, which I love that concept too. It's just like, I don't know, like he's a scary fucking villain. I feel like, if I had to go in a fist fight with Jigsaw, I could probably win. Now, I gotta be careful in that fist fight, because I don't know if he'll just stand there and take it. He's like, I want to play a game, and you really should get your temper in control. You shouldn't punch me. And I'm like, we gotta fight, I'm sorry. And I won't listen. There'll be a trap set up somewhere. But when he might out for that trap, I get past it, Jigsaw's fucked. Like, he's an old man. I can take an old man down. But this guy, the collector, you ain't taking him down. He's gonna fuck your world up. So anyways, at the end, he kidnaps Arkin, and played by Josh Stewart. And I don't know, I feel like I've seen him before, and I looked up his filmography, and I was like, I don't know anything this guy's done. Before this movie, he would go on to play Elisa's dad on, was it Elisa's dad? On Insidious Chapter 4? I think it was. Anyways, but, he would come back to the genre, but I think he's just great. Like, I don't see how this guy isn't. He was on a show. I don't know what show he's on, like West Wing or some fucking like smart show like that. He does something, and I guess he does pretty well there. He's one of the main cast and has like 100 episodes under his belt. So it's like he's doing good there. But it's like, oh, this guy's just like an incredible actor. I don't know why he isn't getting more work. If he's not getting more work, get more horror work. Like shit. Like I think he does awesome in the movies I've seen him in. Anyways, so he gets captured last time. So right off the bat, we get one of the greatest fucking openings. Like, in horror history, there's only a few openings that I'm just like, yeah. Like, the dick gets just fully fucking hard. I think Ghost Ship is one of those that just has a great opening. Like, probably when you think about the rest of the movie, you gotta give it to that opening, 28 Weeks Later, I think is another just heart-pounding fucking opening. Like, that's a horror opening right there. And I gotta say, this movie right here has a pretty kill. Now, it's just a little bit, because you do get a little, like, flashback, and then you get a little build-up. But, like, as far as, like, the first part of the first act, pretty fucking solid. And the fact that, literally the whole... And once again, it's like, how do you rig up this nightclub? But it doesn't fucking matter. Turn your brain off and just enjoy it. It's gore carnage. It's awesome. Yes, the traps are awesome. I think I should mention that too. I mentioned, the similarity to Jigsaw. That actually isn't biased, but it's not a mistake. When they wrote the first Collector, it was actually a proposed Saw film, and I don't know why it was rejected or what the thing was, but they eventually the two guys, Marcus and Patrick, I'm blanking on their last name. One of them's Melton, Patrick Melton, and Marcus. Sorry. Anyways. They went ahead and retooled it and made the Collector out of it. And even though the Collector was like, you can tell Collector has way less money than this one. Like, it was definitely a lower budget movie. Like, this is a low budget movie too, but it looks nice. Like, maybe they're the same. Maybe literally it's the same fucking budget, and they're just like, we got a better camera this time around, so it makes it look nice. But anyway, that first one looks like a straight-to-video, and I think it may have been straight-to-video, kind of like low budget thing. This one actually, looks nice. Has kind of a gloss to it. Anyways, so that was kind of the reason for that. I love the House of Horror here. Once again, when the collector kidnaps this girl, Arkin's done. Like, he's literally terrified. Like, he throws a dead body out of a window and uses it to brace his fall, and then like he's literally limping away, like dragging his broken legs behind him almost. They're not broken, I guess, but he's fucked up. And so whenever it turns out Shooter McGavin, the guy that played Shooter McGavin, Happy Gilmore, he's the father of the girl, and so he wants his daughter back, and so he hires these mercenaries, and the mercenaries basically just kind of pull him into it. And, it's the same. You can see it coming my way. He's just like, okay, I'll get you to the place, but I'm not going inside the door. And then they're just like, yeah, you're going to take us through the entire fucking, abandoned, I think it's a hotel or something like that. Oh, it's awesome. So many different, booby traps and just fucked up shit. I mean, they don't skip on the gore. A lot of scenes where I just go, fuck. Lots of sounds of bone breaking, and the opening sequence when the fucking grate smashes them and just turns into pulp. And if I'm going off topic, I'm sorry, I'm jumping around. It's so fucking badass. Like, I don't know. Before COVID hit, we were supposed to get part 3. Now, 3 was proposed a long time ago. I remember shortly after the collection, they were going to do the collected because of the way this movie ends, and I won't give away, spoilers or anything like that. You fucking check it out, for fuck's sake. But it does end, with a cliffhanger, and I'm just like, yes, we're going to get the collected. And we just never did. And then, like, right before COVID, they were like, guys, we're going to do the collected. I'm like, yes, high five. High five. What do you mean we were in the pandemic? Shit. And now it's just like, who knows if it's ever been made now. I mean, unfortunately, it's not a top priority with like mainstream audiences. Like, they're like, we want our next Transformer movie, or we want our next superhero movie. It's like, no one wants the next collected, but us horror fans. But unfortunately, we're outnumbered. That's just sad truth. So, anyways, but yeah, you get a chance, check out the collection. It's fucking awesome. Really badass. Like, I don't know. I just love it. Music by Charlie, is that his name? Closer? He did the music for all the Saw movies. He does a great job here. Like, I don't know. I guess this dude's talented. Like, I like this guy. I don't know what else he's done. I know he's a former like 9 Inch Nails dude, but I don't know if he's done other movies or whatever. You check that out. But I think he's a fucking talented composer. So yes, there it is, guys. If you check it out, let me know what you think. Drop a comment down below. Tell me what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. You can even throw in what you thought about the collector. I'm actually reviewing the collector later on down the road, because I mean that's a kind of a forgotten gem. It's good. It's all right. Not nearly as good as the collection. Like, I will say, the collection is definitely one of those cases that like the sequel just blown the original out of the water. It's so fucking good. But the first one's pretty good too. It gets a bit eclipsed. It does. And like I said, the fact is, I don't know why it's so hard to find. Like, I go online, you can't find a copy of it anywhere. I remember when we had a family video. We lost it this year, but we had a family video at one point, and like, you can always buy their DVDs, and they got all their used. Like, they keep getting more DVDs in, so they keep selling their used ones. But like, they actually had stickers that said "not for sale." Like, usually if it's not for sale, they don't have anything on it. It's just like, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. Just move past it. But there was a sticker that literally said "not for sale," almost as if people were coming in here going, "Hey, you got a copy of the collector? Can I have that?" No, not for sale. It's ridiculous. So yeah, like I said, I don't know. I just know, it took me a while before I found my copy. I can't remember if I actually ordered mine or if I found it like at Half Price Books or whatever, but either way, I got mine. So that's all I got, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time. Oh shit! Didn't always run. Sorry. Hi. Thank you for watching that video. Be sure to give us a thumbs up, share it, subscribe to our channel. All that good stuff you do right here on YouTube, go ahead and do it. Check out our other videos. Go to our playlist. We got episodes of TPS TV, Journey Through the Dark Side. We got a new show coming out, the horror movie review with Daniel Richardson. This guy. And of course, our short film, Entropy. You can find all that and more right here on YouTube. And then check out, yeah, look at that. All of our social media right there. And we don't just, copy and paste like the same post and put it on all. No, that's ridiculous. 3 different platforms, 3 different posts. I mean, the behind the scenes stuff you see on Twitter will not be the same stuff you see on Instagram. So there you go, right there. So be sure to get on, give us a follow and a like on all that right there. Keep up to date. Have you seen Unspeakable Acts yet? No? Come on. Pick you up the DVD right now. Links over there. Oh yeah. It's only $7. $3 shipping and handling. And of course, if you've already seen it and you haven't seen the public domain dungeon yet, boom.
$5 DVD right there. So 5 S&P as well. Or sorry, 3 S&P as well. So there you go. Do that. And if you got the spare change, you want to hit us up, donate a little bit over here to TPS Productions. Our Patreon is right there. Oh, yeah. So that's all we... Oh, my God. Sorry. I'm getting fired, ain't I? Yeah, that's all we got. Thank you for watching.